do have coming in. Confirmed reports, I repeat, confirmed reports of nuclear detonation.
Slow down on your way to future town. I say we pass.
Now in this countdown, we're gonna be taking a look at 5 of the most powerful, lore-friendly and immersive automatic weapon mods currently available on the Fallout 4 Nexus. So if you are looking for a weapon with just a bit of a kick to it, hate children, and just love unloading your barrel all over your enemies, don't read into that. Then without further ado, I give you 5 of the most immersive automatic weapons currently available on the Fallout 4 Nexus. At number 5, we have a Vietnam War classic, the M60 Light Machinegun by Davis. Now, the M60 Light Machinegun mod is a standalone custom-made weapon mod adding in a Vietnam War era light machine gun into the Commonwealth, coming packed with its very own custom-made meshes, high-resolution textures, and even a few custom-made animations. The weapon itself can be found on everyone's favorite illegal alien of the Commonwealth, Arturo Rodriguez, and can even be found on multiple gunners throughout the wasteland, seeing as how this weapon has been added to the leveled list. Now when it comes to Fallout 4's arsenal, there is a quite apparent and distinctive lack of submachine guns. I mean, you either have the choice of going with an assault rifle, which won't even put a fucking dent in the average wastelander, or going with a full-on minigun, which will turn the average wastelander into a puddle of bodily fluids and lumpy disproportionate body parts, not to be confused with critically acclaimed actor Danny DeVito. This gun, however, should provide you with a nice balanced middle ground, with a base damage by far surpassing the average assault rifle and a rate of fire not nearly as excessive as the minigun, consuming your ammo faster than the American equivalent of a hungry fucking hippo, making this gun the ideal choice for whenever you need to mow down a whole bunch of Vietnamese farmers, and then lose the entire war to them shortly after. But hey, at least it wasn't a whole bunch of fucking emus. And when it comes to the customization, the mod maker provides you with a decent sum of variety to choose from, allowing you to augment each and every single inch of this beautiful looking weapon, and even going as far as switching out the ammunition drum with a fucking ballistic bag, which is by far one of the most wastelandish things I've ever fucking seen. Well, I mean, besides squatting in the ruins of an abandoned building, clutching some copper piping and an automatic pistol as your main source of self-defense. Not to be confused with Detroit. But what truly makes this mod stand out from the crowd is not the lore-friendly nature of the entire thing, nor the beautiful-looking custom-made assets, but the absolutely insane overall attention to detail. I mean, even the ammo capacity inscribed on each drum actually corresponds to the amount of bullets you... Oh. 1 out of 10 unimmersive reported for child pornography. Coming up next at number 4 for Fallout 2 Vegas fans, we have the Service Rifle mod by Deadpool, the Shiny Hexorus, and friends. Now the Service Rifle mod is a custom-made standalone weapon pack mod themed after the classic service rifles found in Fallout New Vegas, heavily based upon its predecessor. In fact, some of you guys might even recognize this weapon from the Assault Carbine and Service Rifle mod, which I actually showcased not too long ago. You know, in that one video which gave us this interesting looking, clip. God damn it, Brandon! Yeah, those were some fun times. The weapon itself heavily mimics its predecessor in terms of stats, customization capabilities, and even integration into the overall world, meaning that this weapon can be found throughout the Commonwealth on various raiders, gunners, and the like, seeing as how it has been added to the leveled list. In addition, the mod maker even provides you with unique special variants of this weapon, which have been scattered throughout the world in certain specific static locations, which currently include all of the ones from the previous mod and even a few slightly more flashy new ones, all of which can be obtained with the help of a nifty little in-game quest which urges you to go find the corpse of a dead mailman carrying around a few postcards with pictures of these unique rifles. And whilst this does seem like an immersive and lore-friendly way of integrating the weapons into the world, it does raise a few questions. How did this man die? Why are there mailmen in the Commonwealth? And who the fuck sends people pictures of assault rifles for the fucking mail? Oh, yeah, I guess that kind of works. And when it comes to the customization capabilities of this weapon, I think you will find it to be one of the most customizable weapon mods currently available on the Fallout 4 Nexus, seeing as how the mod maker has combined the parts and characteristics of both the Assault Carbine and Service Rifle into one beautiful looking weapon, meaning that there should be no shortage in terms of variety when it comes to augmenting this weapon, be that in terms of stat-based or even cosmetic customization. even though the previous version of this mod was by far one of the best assault rifle mods I have ever seen and may not have had much issues or bugs, the mod maker has augmented every single part of this mod tenfold, even going as far as making the Patriot far more American. Now I know what you may be thinking, but Manny, how is that even fucking possible? It's literally an assault rifle painted in an American flag. How could you possibly make an assault rifle more American? Then that's shit. I suppose whilst you may have a point, and what I can only assume is a mental disability, I can guarantee that you can make anything seem more American simply by attaching on a fucking bald eagle. So drop those old assault carbine mods from your load order, head on over to the Fallout 4 Nexus, and pick yourself up a brand new, remade, redesigned and reduxed version of the service rifle mod, chock full of so much patriotism that you will literally end up pissing red, white and blue, about which you might want to consult a doctor. Next up at number 3 we have the Elysium AK mod by FXOX01 and a whole bunch of other people whose names I can't read. Now the Elysium AK mod is a standalone custom-made weapon mod adding in a brand new incredible looking assault rifle into the Commonwealth, coming packed with its very own custom-made meshes, high resolution textures and some interesting looking custom animations, heavily based upon the assault rifles found within that famous movie Elysium. Or as I like to call it, the fault in our stars, if they had access to fucking power armor. The weapon itself has been seamlessly integrated into the wasteland with the help of a brand new in-game quest, which can be found within your quest log as soon as you load up a game with this mod installed, and can even be crafted at any camp station as soon as you complete said quest. Now this is by far one of the most beautiful and technologically advanced iterations of the Kalashnikov rifle I had ever seen within the world of Fallout 4. But what truly separates this mod from the rest of the crowd are not its beautiful looking custom-made assets, but mainly the absolutely insane amounts of fucking recoil, honestly making me wish I had access to one of those magical cure anything tables from Elysium so I could cure the cancer I just got from that fucking recoil. And when it comes to the customization, this weapon can be somewhat underwhelming, seeing as how you cannot augment any of the standard interchangeable parts, the only exceptions being the magazine, alongside a somewhat amazing and absolutely unique feature allowing you to attach various status effects to your ammunition, be that plasma, incendiary or even explosive damage, which honestly is quite an ingenious idea in my opinion, allowing you to somewhat pivot and change up the playstyle for this weapon. Well, I mean, that is, if you can fucking hit anything. So whether it was intentional or a possible bug, playing with this weapon is almost certainly difficult, but by no means impossible, seeing as how this weapon could still be a possible contender for an assault rifle build if used with the help of VATS or as a burst fire rifle. All in all, I'd still consider this a pretty good weapon. 7 out of 10, beautiful looking, could use more fucking recoil. So head on over to the Fallout 4 Nexus, give this mod a download and grab yourself a power armor frame, so you could leave this doomed world in search of that miraculous space station unfortunately shaped like Galactus's fucking cock ring. Nearing the end here, at number 2 we have everyone's favorite Frankenstein's monstrosity of a weapon, the Tamakoozie 9, America's Worst mod, by AssXass. Now the Tamakoozie 9 is a custom-made standalone weapon mod, adding in an interesting looking submachine gun into the Commonwealth, combining the classic appeal of a Tommy gun, the slick and clean aesthetic of a Tech 9, and the fierce firepower of a Mach 10. Oh yeah, and there's also an Uzi in there, so I guess, Detroit. The weapon itself can initially be obtained with the help of a brand new quest added in by this mod, which should take you through the scenic route through all of the wasteland. But instead of sightseeing some of the more notable landmarks, you'll be going to like fucking dumpsters, killing raiders and collecting weapons like this fucking thing. But don't worry, because it even comes with a fucking explanation. Even though the default damage on this weapon might not seem like anything special, the absolutely excessive rate of fire definitely makes up for that fact, making this by far one of the lightest and most powerful modded weapons I've ever had the pleasure of showcasing, and would actually make for a perfect secondary weapon were it not for the absolutely excessive recoil, giving me some unfortunate flashbacks. And when it comes to the customization, the mod maker provides you with a surprising amount of variety to choose from, allowing you to augment each and every single inch of this beautiful looking weapon, choose between a multitude of incredible looking custom camos, and even attach on a fucking flashlight for whenever you need to shine just a little bit of light on a specific specific situation. Alright, now let's just see what— Jesus fuck! And if all that were not enough, the mod maker has even scattered a multitude of custom unique variants of this weapon through all out the wasteland, coming packed with their very own unique camos, including ones that seem to mimic an oil spill. Just be careful not to attract any— God damn it! So head on over to the Fallout 4 Nexus, give this mod a download, and I guess Detroit. And last but not least, at number 1, we have the AK-5C, a Nordic Relic mod by XS. Now the AK-5C, a Nordic Relic mod, is a standalone custom-made weapon mod, adding in a unique-looking custom-made assault rifle into the Commonwealth, themed after the Swedish automatic carbine 5 Caesar. The weapon itself has been added to the leveled list and will spawn through all out the Commonwealth on various high-ranking gunners and can even be found in numerous static locations throughout the wasteland, including one which will be made available to you with the help of a brand new in-game quest, which you can find within your quest log as soon as you hit level 15. In addition, the mod maker even provides you with 2 unique variants of this weapon, which can be found somewhere within the wasteland, the first of which being the Bluebird, coming packed with its very own unique status effect and a brand new set of custom animations, which are by far some of the strangest fucking animations I've ever seen. And yes, I am including that one gun which you will sensually lick whenever you equip it. And the second of which being the Special Snowflake, which can only be found within Diamond City on Christmas Eve, providing you with a far more festive and slightly more jolly approach when it comes to mass murder in the name of Kris Kringle.
Jingle bell rock.
And when it comes to the customization, this mod will blow more or less any other weapon mod on the Fallout 4 Nexus right out of the fucking water, considering that the mod maker allows you to customize each and every single inch of this beautiful looking weapon and provides you with over 500 fucking variations of this gun, seamlessly resolving any issue you might have ever had with a weapon mod. So if you are the type of man troubled by the abnormal size of his small, shriveled up and honestly somewhat pathetic magazine size, simply extend the magazine to obscene fucking lengths. Was that still not big enough? Why not simply extend the magazine even further and wrap it around your entire fucking gun? Now I know what you may be thinking, but how could I possibly reload this fucking monstrosity? Well, to keep it brief, you don't. Want to add a bit of personality to your favorite weapon? Simply attach a fucking sticker to it. Or if you are the type of person who takes pride in his punctuality and penmanship, simply attach a bayonet to your weapon in the form of a fucking pencil. Because nothing says I am a stable and psychologically healthy individual than stabbing someone to death with a fucking pencil. Is that a John Wick reference? Considering the vast and somewhat overwhelming nature of all of the brand new modifications available for this gun, the mod maker has made the vast majority of them unavailable and can only be unlocked with the help of various brand new magazines added in by this mod. And for any of you who don't want to spend countless hours scavenging the wasteland for said magazines, the mod maker even provides you with an option to display the location of each and every single one of these magazines with the help of a brand new in-game quest, which you can enable as soon as you load up a game with this mod installed. This is by far one of the greatest and craziest Swedish inventions of all time, even when compared to their infamous meatballs, outstanding music, and even their famous IKEA furniture. So whether it is because of the absolutely beautiful looking custom-made assets, the absolutely insane customization system, or just the copious amounts of blue fucking tape, I would heavily recommend downloading this mod. But don't just take my word for it, take it from a random fucking stranger I found on the street.
Hey man, you like guns?
I like guns.
If for some odd reason you actually enjoyed watching this video and would like to watch more, then subscribe to the channel. As always, my name is Nagi, you've been watching TrollenBros. Until next time guys, I'll see ya!
My God.
I didn't say stop.